Hello, Xortrider here, or Rich for those of you that know me. I posted a tour of my collection last week, part one. Due to my son being poorly, I haven't been able to finish that, so I thought I would do that now, do part two. A little disclaimer, I have changed some things in the display because I have managed to get a few more bots and I've had a bit of a tidy up. So I'll quickly recap on some of the areas that I've changed on display and that before I carry on with the tour. I hope you enjoy it. So I did show this section before, but I just wanted to show that I've had a little bit of a move around. I've managed to pick up a few more, few bots, for example. Where is he? Where's he got? This Mirage cost me £3 from Spock. It is an original one, which is great. I've got my Astra Train there. I've moved a few Titans Returns figures over here, like Prime and Megatron. I think that looks quite cool. I've also had a bit of a reorganise on the bottom shelf where Predaking and Abominus are. I've moved my Seekers down there, and that's just basically so I can fit a few things into another shelf over the other side of the room. So here are some of my animated lot. I do love animated, some great figures. Got Robust with the back there. I haven't got an Ultra Magnus and I'm gutted I haven't got one yet. I will try and pick one up, but they go for stupid money now. Meg's back there, of course. Love that figure, great version of Megatron. Moving down, I have my G1 Autobot cars. A couple of mini bots in here as well, just for space purposes. Picked up Trailbreaker the other day. I don't know if he's a reissue or an original. He's in good nick, missing a few parts. I'm going to try and complete him. But yeah, I'm almost there with my G1 cars now. I think I need a silver streak or blue streak, whatever it was called, the silver version of Prowl and Smokescreen. Some of these are reissues, like that's actually Graham Inkyboard's Smokescreen, and his Ratchet that he sold me, now Pride of Place. So yeah, that's my G1 cars, and of course Optimus. Moving down a bit, you can see some of my combiners. So you can see Devastator, Menasor, the Bruticus I did a video on the other day. My Insecticons, these are all the original ones. Some of the, you can see my reflection in this, so I am sorry. You can see some of my original cassettes that I bought from the Jolly Green Joint in Wolverhampton all those many years ago. The Soundwave that I played with and loved as a kid, I stuck a new repro label on there recently. And some more cassettes, a little, what are these called? Decoys that I won from Graham Inkyboards as well, which is great. And my area bots, which aren't combined because they won't fit in this shelf. But I am missing a few parts. My Superion head's a bit damaged and the red part here is missing. So yeah. So this was the shelf that I had a bit of reorganisation on. Simply because I got this guy, this Joyride. I did a little video on him. I was contemplating selling him. I haven't sold him. I wanted to keep him. I've got the other guy's Getaway, and I forget this guy's name here. I've got my Autobot Grotesque back there, missing wings. I need the wings for him. If anyone's got some spare, then please let me know. And yeah, just a few more Double Dealer and Twin Twist and Top Spin, as well as a few more of the mini bots. Now this is a bit of a random mismatch. I've got Primus and Unicron. I've got Double Dealer, a random Prime I bought from Walnus at TFN, animated Waspinator. Is that Landfill? I forget his name. He's from Robots in Disguise or Car Robots or whatever you want to call it. I know that dude's called Wedge, that one, but I can't remember the rest of the names. Here are some of my Combiner Wars. Must admit, I do love Skyrain. Here are my Transformers Prime Decepticons. A lot of them were donated by Gareth for a really reasonable price, so cheers for that, mate. Earlier in the year. This guy was a TFM purchase. Soundwave, awesome. Shockwave, awesome. Great figures, lots of great figures. I love the Prime toys. And you can see I've got a Silas breakdown, which I got for think it cost about 45 quid, but those things go for stupid money. I just wish I had the blue one, but I'm not going to pay 70-80 quid for a Voyager figure. So some more Combiner Wars and Unite Warriors. So Superions at the back. We've got the Fencer. We've got Cosmos, who was sold to me recently by Junk Heap Dave. Dave Shotton. So cheers for that, Dave. And my Unite Warriors Computron. The only Unite Warriors one I own, and oh my god, it's amazing. I absolutely love that figure. So at TFN last year, I kind of bought all the Seekers, all the Chug Seekers. I think they ended up costing me around 80 quid for all, well, 7 of them, because I've got an Acid Storm there as well, which ain't too bad. I've got some at the back, I don't know if you can see, because they're like a Trailbreaker Skids, Ironhide. I don't mind that Ironhide. I've got a Thunderwing. What else have I got there? I've got a Warpath. All the jets, including the Coneheads. And this is another purchase that I got at the same time as Cosmos from Dave Shotton. It is a Drift. I always wanted the blur version of the mould, but I'm happy to have this guy. He's a great figure. So here is a load of my robots in disguise. I've got Combiner Force Storm Shot at the front. I love this toy line. I think it's absolutely great. It's a lot of fun. I really have been enjoying collecting those figures. So this is my gaming telly, which I hardly play games on now, to be honest with you, but it's kind of a display case as well. So you can see there's some of the recent things I've picked up. Massive thank you to Soundwave 1980 James, who donated this guy to me, and this guy, really top bloke. He dressed up as Sea Spray last year, an amazing costume at TFN. Before that, I think he was Wheeljack and Soundwave at Transformers Nation. He's a top guy, really nice bloke, so say hello to him if you see him at TFN if you go in there. I love the animated line. I picked up this guy the other day from Spock as well, the same time as Mirage, and he was 4 quid. Complete, one of the tabs broke, but it's quite cool. Animated Swindle. One of these, is it Horicons, what they're called? I got this from Woolworths in Bloxwich. For those of you that know Bloxwich, it's a tiny little shithole of a town. But back, God, it must have been the early 90s. And it was the only time I saw one in the shop. And I remember going back there next week and all of these had gone. So he was the only one I've got. He did have a double-barreled shotgun, but I've lost that over the years. Yeah. I love this guy, Octopunch. The shell is from when I was a kid. I bought the helmet and the inner robot. I'm missing some of his leg parts, but it's still pretty cool. Some more Prime lot. These are the Autobots. Decepticon shelves up there. I love Prime. I love these figures. Not a lot to say about them, really. I'm missing RC's gun. If anyone's got an RC gun they want to give me, then please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to buy it from you. And in front, guarding my consoles, we've got the custom Grimlock I did, made out of a KO Hexatron from B&M. Really pleased with that. Got the Clobber Titan's Return head, which still detaches. And kind of hiding behind him is Titan's Return Alpha Triumph, because I've got nowhere else to bloody put him. So, yeah. Oh, and a random minicom I found at a car booth for like 20p. So, this is my desk. As you can see, not much room to work. But hey ho, never mind. We've got Jimbo make a big boy now, as Dave Shotton would say. Junkie Dave, great toy. I'm going to do a review of him as part of Robot Wanker's Februticus month as a follow-up to January, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be happening over the next week or so. Got a few of my KOs. Got this guy recently as well. He only cost me a £5. I love Lockdown, great figure. Some KO oversized Throttlebots. My little shattered glass corner with my KO MP10, my Transistor, and my Carry figures. All Night is Hot Rod. Can't believe how good that figure is. I picked it up £6 recently. Oh, so happy. Missing his guns, but never mind. Movie Starscream. a little random, if I can zoom, yeah, Optimus Prime that I customed a little bit, just something to do, test out the paints. And this guy is amazing find. I remember having this. It was given to me by my auntie, saying, "Oh, I've got a Transformer you'll never have. You've never had." And I opened this and I thought, it's not a bloody Transformer. It's a cheap knockoff thing when I was a kid. But picked it up recently after rummaging in my loft, and found out it still did this. How awesome is that? It does transform. I'll try and... It's a bit... You can see the head, man. It transforms the same as Blaster. It's got the most horrific eyes. Just... Oh, not to scare a kid, look at them. But it does also transform, if you can see, into a set of binoculars. If I can focus. Yeah, well, there you go. So it's a cool thing. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I already have. Right, here is my movie shelf. I tend to move these about and replace them. I probably will replace Preceptor with Titan's Return, Preceptor and Cup with Titan's Return Cup. But I love this shelf. Yes, I've got Magnus holding his hammer. I don't care. I think he looks good with a hammer. But that's my little 86 movie shelf, which I think is... Here are the rest of the Titans and the Combiner Wars. Fort Max on his phone listening to his Ghetto Blaster, as you do. Devastator. Yeah, lots of fun on that shelf. If you haven't picked up any of the Titans Return lines, please pick them up. They're unbelievable. So starting from the top of my glass shelf, we've got Armada Prime I picked up recently. I bought a boxed one that had one of these gold things broken, one of Prime's ears broken, and I already had one that had lost all the parts on, so I swapped them out. I managed to sell the other part for the same price I bought the other one for, so I ended up swapping a broken Prime for a complete with box and instructions Armada Prime. And I'm not a massive fan of Armada, but he's a cool figure. My G1 Scorponok that I bought from St John's School Fate back in the late 80s, early 90s for £2, believe it or not. Animated Skywarp, he's a recent purchase. RID Starscream is better in that mode because his legs don't fall off. Moving down, you can see my box Triptychon. I will open him one day. A trio of community wreckers. They are all KOs. I don't care. Great quality of them. Only one of them has a slight QC issue. This guy's wings are a little bit loose. Oh no way would I have owned these three if I pay full whack for them. So I'm happy. This is a custom Soundwave I made over an oversized knockoff. It has got Ravage inside and Laserbeak. I'm not happy with the aesthetics of it. I've actually got it listed on eBay at the moment, but it was a cool little muck around thing and I enjoyed doing it. And I've got a little KO miniature G1 Starscream there. So top shelf in the glass is my DX9 Galvatron Tyrant with Eligos or Cyclonus and Andreas or Scourge. I like these figures, I really do. This guy took a lot of growing on me because he's stylistically different to the DX9 one. This one's got a very matte finish where these two guys are pretty shiny and purple. But I really like them now. I think they look good together. Moving further down is my another Decepticon shelf. So I've got my original MP3 Starscream. I've got my Mitron, which is my Megatron. I'm not going to dive into the Masterpiece 2.0 model because you know what, this guy's perfection to me. He's amazing. Got my Soundwave, got my, is it Quake Blast or Quake Wave? I can never remember. But it's a cool Shockwave figure. Didn't like the Masterpiece one, didn't like the colours on it, so I didn't get it. Got my Sound Blaster, which was going to be my Soundwave, because I never thought I'd get hold of one of these. But I had all of the cassettes separately, and I had Sound Blaster. And when this guy, I managed to pick this guy for 150 off eBay with all these. Sold the other cassettes for 20 quid for 2 each, so about 40 quid in total. And I managed to get him for 110 quid. So I might actually sell on Sound Blaster, I haven't quite decided yet. Some more G1 toys. A couple of Graham's toys in here as well. So we've got Sound Blaster, we've got Galvatron. Bought off him last year sometime, can't remember when. Xortriders, he's a relatively recent purchase. And at the back you can see my box G1 Megatron from when I was a kid that I bought from John Menzies, if you remember John Menzies in Cannock. Well, not in Cannock, they were all over the country at that time, but yeah. So yeah, £10 that cost. Crazy. So my bottom shelf, got an Encore Skylinks original Dinobots, missing Swoop, really want a Swoop. The Powermaster Prime, the second Transformer I ever had. And you can see my Metroplex there, who is complete, who I do have the box for. And one day I will have Tripticon and Metroplex fighting each other when I move house. But not yet, because I've can't. Thought I would show you this. All the Transformer stuff I've got in this room, and I've actually got a signed photo of Danny Glover. There is a story behind this, I won't go into it, but my friend Tim, not last Christmas, Christmas before, got me in the Secret Santa. We always used to talk about how Danny Glover was the man. And as part of the Secret Santa, he got me this. And I got him this year, so I got him one back. So we've both got signed pictures of Danny Glover in our houses, which is pretty cool. So that's the end of the tour. A little tour of my little office. My little toy playing room. I've got a lot more up the loft, and I would like to display a lot more, but you know what, I'm pretty happy with the collection I've got out here, and I'll keep in touch, and I'll watch out for my oversized Jimbo Bruticus review, Warbotron review, and the other videos I do. Thanks a lot for watching. Thank you for the support that you give me. It does mean a lot. Your comments do mean a lot, and I do try and reply to you all. So maybe you can show us your collection. Maybe you can do a video response to this and talk me through what your collection is, what your memories are, what your favourites are, what are the stories behind your collection. That really interests me. So until next time, sleep tight.